What is up, YouTube? It is true, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories 2. For those of you who don't know, this is a fan-made game. It's supposed to be like a sequel to the original Forbidden Memories, and I would say they did a really good job, made by the infamous Brazilian team. For those of you who don't know, the original Forbidden Memories was not able to be completed. There was this thing called the Pocket Station that was only released in Japan, and with that you could get certain cards that we were looking for years and years and years, expecting that they were in the game, until eventually we found out about the Pocket Station. So this game, it replaces some of the cards in the old game that were kind of like irrelevant, and it adds new cards with actual effects, which is fun. This is just an awesome game, so decided I'll do a run for it. Just starting it out. I did play this game a bit before, but my memory got like the memory card kind of corrupted or whatever, and it just messed up. My save file is gone, so I'm just starting a new one now. And we're just gonna get right into it. Oop. Let's turn down that frame rate a bit. I'm gonna be playing this game at 60 frames per second. Okay. So I'm just gonna go through the game and take breaks when it comes to True will be my name when it comes to farming, like certain duelist and stuff like that, and you can use that as tips for the order you want to farm duelist and so forth to be successful in this game. So your duelist code has been recorded. You cannot duel or trade with the same duelist code. There's no two-player or trading on this emulator to prevent like cheating and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. No like card duplication like the old ones. If you want to play this game, there will be a download link in the description. If you have any questions about downloading it or anything like that, you can just comment and I'll help you out with that. My dear prince, are you going to the city to play cards again? You are of royal blood, walking the city streets dressed as a commoner. Have you no shame? Quite frankly, I'm embarrassed. Run away or keep listening? Let's run away. Wait, stop, my prince! Drat, he's gone. Alright, so a good place to start, whenever you start this game, is the card shop. Hello there. Save, build deck. Build deck's always a good place to start. So I've reset it a few times to get a deck that I'm happy with, and we'll go through it. We got one Skull Servant, one Baby Saurus, two Flame Dancers, two Tornado Birds, three Samsara Kaiser, one Card Ejector, one Magic Plant Mandragora, two Moki Moki, two Test Tigers, one Biomage, one Drill Barnacle, one Totem Dragon, one Harpy Girl, one Bound Wand, one Wasteland, one Dark Hole, one Cyber Commander, two Goddess of Whim, two Crimson Ninja, one Firefox, or one Foxfire, two Spirit Reaper, two Hero Kids, two Unifrogs, one Relinquish, one Medium Peace Golem, two Elephants, and two Compensation Exchanges. I reset a lot of times in order to get the best starter deck I could for the most part. So here's a list of all the cards I've gotten from resetting and stuff like that. I think I've reset for about 4 hours straight, so probably pretty much every card you can get from a starter deck is here. As far as the good cards for monsters, zombies are of course good because zombies and dragons make Berserk Dragon. The two zombies you can get are Skull Servant and Spirit Reaper. Skull Servant is of course the best because we're the king of the Skull Servant. So that's a card that'll last you through the whole game. King of the Skull Servants is amazing. You'll find that out. As far as equips go, I think Bound Wand is the best because it equips with zombies, which is important. When you're going to make a tech, like an S-teching deck, a Berserk Dragon deck is one of the best choices for that. So again, it'll help you out through the whole game, and you want something that you can use like right offhand. Another good one is Dragon Treasure, of course, very versatile, and Bright Castle, or what's it called? Shine Palace on this game. It increases all light monsters by 700 attack power, so that's pretty good. Good 700 attack there. For the field spell, not too important. You can get field spells pretty easily, but Wasteland makes most sense because Berserk Dragon, of course. And then there's all the elimination cards, like Warrior Elimination and all that kind of stuff. Dark Hole is included in there. So Dark Hole seems to be like relatively rare, but you should definitely, if you could get it, you should get it, kind of. But at the same time, Dark Hole doesn't really help you S-POW or S-Tech. I mean, it helps you S-Tech a little bit, but basically anything like Warrior Elimination would be the same way. So if you don't get Dark Hole, you can still get good ranks and get better cards that way, but it's overall really helpful for just winning duels in general. So if you can get it, definitely go for it. Trap wise, compensation exchange is the only trap that drops from starter decks. I tested it over and over again to make sure. Compensation exchange is the only one. You can get up to 3 copies in a structure deck. I would say get at least one, maybe two. The earlier you get compensation exchanges, the better because they're needed to tech pretty consistently when you start out with, because they're going to be the only trap you really have access to um, until you start teching a lot. Polymerization drops from the starter decks as well. It's not too hard to get otherwise. It drops from Taya and Pow, but it's a really low chance. But you can find it teching a few opponents. One of them being Guardian Para, who you're going to end up taking a lot because you're going to want 3 Megamorphs from him, as well as that super rare equip card. So that's basically it. One more thing I forgot to add is when it comes to the monsters, they're not too important to get, like as far as the Skull Servants, and the one dragon you can get is Totem Dragon, he's the only one. Because they're very easy to get from the characters you're going to be farming against anyways, like Seto, and Rex Raptor. Like, there's just going to be a lot of opportunities where you're going to get things like Skull Serpent and Spear Reaper and Totem Dragon so easily. You'll have like so many copies of them. So if you don't get them in your start deck, don't worry too much. It's mostly just like the types that matter because you confuse this with that to make that and so forth. So I'd say Pyro is a good type, pretty versatile. You can fuse it with Beast and Warriors and like Dragons, basically a lot of things, and it goes well with them. Makes helpful cards overall. Warriors very helpful, very versatile, but like very easy to get. So you'll probably get into a warrior either way. Other than that, like machines are pretty good. Fuse it with a warrior, you get that 1750 guy. Fuse them with the dragon, you get the 1850 metal dragon and stuff like that. So easy to just get strong cards off that. Fuse it with the beast, you get Gigatech Wolf, I'm pretty sure. And like the types that aren't helpful, I would say Spellcaster is the worst type. It fuses with very little in the game, so generally the first cards that get rid of it in my structure deck are going to be the Spellcasters. Relinquish being the worst since it has 0 attack and 0 defense. It will fuse with like fairies, I think, and fairies aren't too bad because fairies confuse with like zombies. Do they fuse with not zombies? Sorry, fairies fuse with like wing beasts to get Cock-a-doodle-doo and dragons to get Victoria. So fairies are pretty decent, and wing beasts, as I said, fuse with zombies to get the Skullbird 1900 attack, pretty cool, and some things like that. So that's basically it for the types and what monster types are helpful. Overall, you don't have to worry about your your monster count too much, like your monster lineup in a structure deck too much, but it will help early game. And yeah, just a lot of the random types like Sea Serpent and Fish and Thunder. What's another random one? Reptile, yeah. Like those ones, kind of hard to fuse with a lot of times. They do have some, but they're kind of like specific that you need, need specific ones for. And Dinosaur is okay. If you fuse a Dinosaur with the Beast Warrior, you get Gladiator Beast Spartacus, 2600 attack, so really good for a 2-card fusion. And you could fuse them with like Dragon to make Sword Arm Dragon, I believe, and you could fuse them with Machine to make the Cybersaurus guy. So dinosaurs aren't too bad, but it depends on the cards you have with it. That's gonna mostly be the issue, because there are some good types, but if you don't have the types that work with them, then they're just bad types. So from there, we're just gonna continue on. Well, with that out of the way, let's just get right back into it. A good place to start is saving, of course. I'm gonna be saving a lot in this run, like basically after every duelist, because if you lose, you have to start over. So don't want to waste time that way. I've been waiting for you, True. Karam was here a few minutes ago, but he's gone now. How about a duel? You don't want to duel her because if you duel her, you miss out on Priest Seto, who ends up dropping really good stuff, so it'll actually really affect your early game if you end up dueling her. And she doesn't drop anything that great, nor does she matter that much, so talk to someone else. Okay, I'll see you later. There's some kind of festival going on in the town plaza, but we'd rather play games right here like we always do. Want to take me on? Come on, let's play. So this guy's pretty easy. You can fight him if you want. His name's Mahad. He drops some okay stuff like zombies and stuff. pretty good, but I'm not going to fight him right now, so talk to someone else. Hey, did you find yourself any rare cards? I managed to find a pretty good card myself. If you want it, you'll have to beat me. But if you lose, you'll have to give me one of yours. So this is a Shizue, of course. She's actually very difficult. She has things like Blue Eye Shining Dragon and some other strong cards. So you probably don't want to fight her right now. But she does drop some decent stuff, especially in BCD POW and Tech. She drops Bound One, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably end up farming her later, but right now I'm not going to bother. So I'll talk to someone else. Hello, Prince. Would you like to play? Yes. Duel. This is pre-Seto. Okay, let's play. Alright, let's get right into it. First duel of the run. Hopefully this goes well. Pre-Seto does have some strong cards you have to watch out for. So we'll see how this turns out. We got a zombie, a warrior, and bound one, so we could throw all that together, make a 1500 attack power zombie. We got a spellcaster and dinosaur. Dinosaur. Well, I don't know. It's not that strong, 1500. He'll probably be able to run over that. I'm gonna get rid of these other cards as well while I'm at it. Hopefully this works. Shit, that's what I was afraid of. Blast Magician. Oh man, what a way to start the run. Okay, looks like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, Blast Magician I think has to be with the female spellcaster or something like that. And a warrior, because I don't think any spellcaster and a warrior makes Blast Magician, but I'm not sure. So we got Medium Peace Golem, that's pretty cool. He's strong and stuff. Run over that Beaver Warrior. Beaver Warrior is classic. I love Beaver Warrior. Can't go wrong with him. Freaking Beaver Warrior OTK. Best deck in the game. Okay. So we got a Beast, Zombie, Fairy, and Wing Beast. Wing Beast plus Fairy. Is that a thing? Cockadoodle-doo, that's right. Oh, crap. Should have been paying attention to the Guardian Stars, gosh. Alright, so it's a tied duel, but I got a couple monsters on my field, which puts me in a good position, as long as he doesn't play anything too strong. Okay, Dark Zebra, pretty strong, but we should be able to handle it. We got a warrior, dragon, a warrior and a beast, and a fairy. A zombie. I think I want to try to fuse Test Tiger with Totem Dragon. Okay, I think if I put him in Mars, then I should be able to have the advantage over this guy. Alright, that worked out. Let's swing with Cockadoodle-Doo. There's a lot of new fusions in this game. It takes a bit of getting used to, but I like what they did more. On FM2 it was kind of like, I mean, on the original FM it was just like a lot of the same stuff. So he summons a 1900 attack power monster. That's annoying. So I got Wasteland here. But that's not going to help me out, really, because we're both dragons. So he's Sun. I got a Pyro. It's not bad. Pyro, can make a Flame Swordsman, but it's not strong enough. I got a Fairy, too. I think I'm going to try to combine Moki Moki plus the Pyro I just got. So we get Ross. We want that Mercury for sure. Ross Etsu. A fairy that controls the fire using its sword. Okay. $4,200 life points left. Let's see what he's got. Nothing too strong, please. Okay, Dark Zebra. It's reasonable. Too bad I just used my Pyro. Otherwise, I'd be able to get over that pretty easily. Spellcaster. I don't know if we have anything for this, actually. Let's see. Oh, this thing's still Mars, that's right. So I can still run him over with that. Okay, that's good. So I got zombie plus warrior. This thing being a spellcaster kind of sucks. Let's see what I can do here. I think an aqua plus a spellcaster makes something. Aqua, shock troop, yeah. Mercury seems pretty good. Guardian the Ice Bearer that uses the wind to attack with ice storms. Cool. So we put it in defense mode, and it is a Pluto, so I'd be weak to Uranus. We got 2 warriors, a zombie, and a water. I guess I could just go warrior plus aqua to make, I forgot what his name is. Blizzard warrior. Okay, that's what I thought. For some reason I was doubting myself. Hopefully this doesn't have too much defense. Okay, good. So it looks like we win here. Zombie warrior. Pretty good for a deep POW. Good zombie, good power. Can't be mad at that. I reckon I lost. Looks like this just isn't my day. I'm gonna go outside here. Hey, did you know that there's a festival going on in the town plaza? Come on, let's check it out. I'll bet we'll find Kirim there. Wow, there's lots of people around. Look, the mages are about to start their procession. Awesome. But kind of spooky, too. This must have been the work of that detestable mage, Bakura. When I was a kid, it used to be more wholesome. Even the attitude of the mages has changed for the worst. What's our world coming to? Want to go someplace else? Look, it's Karam. I can't believe it, but he's dueling over there. I lost. I believe I have wasted my efforts on an insignificant speck. Say what? Forgive my choice of words, you were mildly entertaining. Hey, Karam! Tina and True! What's going on? What do you think? Ain't it obvious? You lost. Don't be so blunt. I didn't lose. I had a setback. I grow weary of this insect. Is there not anyone among you that is worthy of my attention? Man, the nerve of this guy! Hey, True! Why don't you challenge him? After all, you're the best duelist I've ever seen. I'll bet you can beat him. Yeah, True. Do it. Show him who's boss around here. Hello, are you my next victim? Duel. I hope you are better than the last one. Come, let us duel. Master Marik, Master Bakura calls for you. I see. So be it. The duel is postponed. I am correct in assuming that you frequent the duel field? That's right. Then wait there. I shall grace you with a visit. Marik is my name. Remember it. Can you believe that guy? A mage with attitude. Yeah, a real charmer. I got a feeling True will put him in his place, won't you, buddy? Come on. Let's look around and head for the duel field. So I'm just going to go back and save. Back to the title screen. This will start the first phase of farming. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Free duel. So we got Priest Seto here. So I'm going to be farming him until I get either... Well, I want 3 Gear Freed the Iron Knights, and I also want zombies and dragons, like Winged Dragon number 1. Hopefully Fairy Dragon, although it's not as common. Skull Servants, I have 1, and Spirit Reaper's good. If I could get King of the Skull Servants, that would be amazing, but it's not the easiest drop. So, basically anything like that. So I'm just going to end the episode right here. Thank you all for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more.